In the vast expanse of human knowledge, there exist concepts that are both intriguing and intimidating, and game theory is certainly one of them. It's a branch of mathematics that deals with the analysis of decision-making in situations where the outcome depends on the actions of multiple individuals or parties. On the surface, it seems like a complex and abstract concept, but it has far-reaching implications in our daily lives, influencing everything from economics and politics to social dynamics and personal relationships. At its core, game theory is about understanding how people make decisions when the outcome depends on the actions of others. It's a delicate dance of strategy and psychology, where the line between cooperation and competition is constantly blurred. One of the most famous examples of game theory is the prisoner's dilemma. Imagine two prisoners, A and B, who are arrested and interrogated separately by the police. Each prisoner has two options: to confess or to remain silent. If both prisoners confess, they each receive a moderate sentence. If one prisoner confesses and the other remains silent, the confessor goes free, while the silent prisoner receives a severe sentence. If both prisoners remain silent, they each receive a light sentence. The dilemma arises because the optimal outcome for both prisoners is to remain silent, but the fear of being betrayed by the other prisoner and receiving a severe sentence leads them to confess, resulting in a suboptimal outcome for both. This dilemma illustrates the fundamental problem of game theory, the conflict between individual and collective rationality. In this case, the individually rational decision for each prisoner is to confess, but the collectively rational decision is for both to remain silent. This paradox has far-reaching implications in many areas of life, from business and economics to politics and social relationships. It highlights the importance of cooperation and trust in achieving mutually beneficial outcomes, but also the challenges of achieving cooperation in the face of self-interest and uncertainty. Game theory has been applied in numerous fields, from economics and politics to biology and computer science. In economics, it's used to study the behavior of firms and consumers in markets, and to analyze the outcomes of different economic policies. In politics, it's used to study the behavior of voters and politicians, and to analyze the outcomes of different electoral systems. In biology, it's used to study the evolution of cooperation and altruism in animal societies, and to analyze the behavior of different species in different environments. One of the key concepts in game theory is the idea of a Nash equilibrium, named after the mathematician John Nash. A Nash equilibrium is a state in which no player can improve their payoff or outcome by unilaterally changing their strategy, assuming all other players keep their strategies unchanged. In other words, it's a state in which no player has an incentive to deviate from their current strategy, given the strategies of the other players. The Nash equilibrium is a powerful tool for analyzing the behavior of players in different situations, and it has been widely used in many fields, from economics and politics to biology and computer science. Another important concept in game theory is the idea of a zero-sum game, in which one player's gain is equal to another player's loss. In other words, the total payoff or outcome of the game is zero. Chess is a classic example of a zero-sum game, where one player's win is equal to the other player's loss. In contrast, a non-zero-sum game is one in which the total payoff is not zero, and the outcome can be either positive or negative. The prisoner's dilemma is an example of a non-zero-sum game, where the total payoff can be either positive if both prisoners cooperate or negative if they both defect. Game theory has many real-world applications, from business and economics to politics and social relationships. In business, it's used to analyze the behavior of firms and consumers in markets and to develop strategies for competing with other firms. In politics, it's used to study the behavior of voters and politicians and to analyze the outcomes of different electoral systems. In social relationships, it's used to analyze the behavior of individuals in different social situations and to develop strategies for building and maintaining relationships. Despite its many applications, game theory is not without its limitations. One of the main criticisms of game theory is that it assumes that players are rational and have complete information about the game. In reality, however, people often make irrational decisions, and they may not have complete information about the game. Additionally, game theory often assumes that players are selfish and only care about their own payoffs. But in reality, people may also care about the well-being of others, and they may be willing to make sacrifices for the greater good. In conclusion, game theory is a powerful tool for analyzing the behavior of individuals and groups in different situations. It has many real-world applications, from business and economics to politics and social relationships. However, it also has its limitations, and it should be used in conjunction with other approaches to achieve a more complete understanding of human behavior. By understanding the principles of game theory, we can gain insights into the strategic interactions that shape our world, and we can develop more effective strategies for achieving our goals. As we navigate the complex web of human interactions, we would do well to remember the lessons of game theory. By recognizing the interdependence of our decisions, and by seeking to understand the perspectives of others, we can build more cooperative and mutually beneficial relationships. In the end, game theory is not just an abstract concept, but a powerful tool for creating a better world, one decision at a time.